In this video, I'll be eating only what I can kill for 24 hours. Stick to the end to see how this all turns out. Alright, so it's morning. I'm out here going to try to kill squirrels. Essentially, I've had no granola bars, didn't bring no granola bars, no nothing. So I have to eat 100% everything that I kill and what I kill. This is my all-time honey hole up here, so I just gotta walk up through this field and do a bunch of thick crap, but once I get up in the woods here, it's pretty much game over. So I've already heard a couple squawking up in the woods. It's the coldest morning it's been all year, all summer. It's 40 some degrees this morning. It feels amazing, but like I'm cold. It's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna get on up this hill and go see if I can't kill a squirrel. Finally, I got him that time. Well, there's squirrels running around everywhere. There was two more in that tree right there. I thought the gun was off there for a second. I mean, I know I'm shooting through a little bit of brush, but I'm trying not to hit the brush in front of them, but I guess those little bullets were going up and hitting that brush in front of them, and I couldn't hit them, but he jumped on the side of that tree right there, and that finally, I got a shot to hit where I wanted it to, but there was two out in this big tree in front of me, but I couldn't see them because of the brush, but they went up in the woods to where I want to go. So I could already hear one cutting up there just a second ago, so I'm gonna grab this one and run back up there. Limit 6 for the day, so to make this challenge more interesting, even if I do kill 6, I'll only eat 2 or 3 of them this morning and save all the rest and save this evening for something else. If it keeps being this difficult to get a shot and kill them, then I might not kill 6. one more. Well, you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, dude, you missed 5 and then shot 4 in a row. Well, I missed that one, but he was running up through some brush. But anyway, one of them that I missed earlier was sitting straight down the tree like this, and I had the crosshairs on his freaking forehead and pulled the trigger and missed him. And that led me to believe that the gun was shooting low. So, between that one, or those two, and these last 4 that I just shot, I clicked the scope up about 3 clicks up. And I only missed that one. That was real close, but he was running up this brushy tree. Which he's still right there, he's just hiding in it somewhere. But they're just so up in the tops of these trees. I've got 2 laying up here, 1 laying out in front of me, 1 laying over here, so I gotta go collect some tacks. And I'll gather them all up, bring them down here, and I got 1 more I can kill. I knew I had to kill something out here. You could be like, hey man, if you use a shotgun, you know, you'd probably kill more. And you're right. But I shoot him with that rifle and I only shoot him through the head and behind the shoulder. And that way, none of the meat's ruined, because there's not enough meat on the ribs to really save. I mean, you can save it if you want, eat the whole entire squirrel. But I typically eat the back quarters, the front quarters, and then the back. Those are my 3 parts that I always eat. And usually when I skin them, I go ahead and quarter them up and then fry them like chicken wings, which y'all see when we get home. But I'm gonna go collect these ones that I already shot. I didn't get that one on camera. I looked down and my GoPro was dead. So I was like, well, let me see, because he was still up in the top of the tree. So I was like, let me see if he'll sit there long enough for me to change my battery. And as soon as I unscrewed this thing off of my clamp, here he come down the tree and just sat right in the wide open where I could see him, just sat still. I'm like, well, if he's just gonna sit there. So I smoked him. Oh man, I knew he was, I couldn't shoot him in the head because of the branch that was in the way, but I shot him through the shoulder. But let's go put him with the others, and tax has been collected, brother. I'm going to the house to go cook some food. So I got home, skinned the squirrels, quartered them up, and that was probably the most miserable I've ever been skinning squirrels because I was being flocked by yellow jackets the whole time. But other than that, now since this is only eating what I kill, I have salt and garlic pepper, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna put on it. But I will be cooking it in bear grease because Again, this is sourced from the wild. So I already got the cast iron preheating on the stove, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour this bear grease in. Speaking of bear grease, I still got some fat in the freezer that needs to be rendered because I've only got a jar and a half left, and well, if you ain't tried bear fat to cook in, you're missing out big time. So I've got my seasoned squirrel right here. We're essentially just gonna drop it in. And I'm just gonna hit it with some more salt and garlic pepper on the back side. We're just gonna let that ride till it's done. Alright, so this is done. That's lunch. I'm gonna go eat and then probably take a nap. But then after that, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get supper. So I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna go fishing or if I'm gonna go try to kill a groundhog or something, or maybe a dove. I don't know, we'll see. All right, well, it's just after 6 o'clock now, and it's almost dinner time, so that means I have to kill my dinner. I'm telling you right now, my body is craving carbs. What makes it the hardest part of the challenge is whenever there's cereal and all that other stuff sitting right there in front of you and you can't have it, so. I wanted to go ahead and shoot 6 squirrels this morning so I could add a little bit of variety. It is dove season, and groundhogs, you know, are all year round, so I might go over here to where I can kill a groundhog, and hopefully there's some doves. I haven't seen any, and usually they're right here beside the road, but there's a cornfield across the road, so I was just hoping that they'd be over here, but unless any farmers around here are feeding grain, then there's usually never any doves. So I'm gonna go out here and try to kill something because I'm starting to get hungry and I'd like to go home and cook something to eat. So I spotted one, but he's a long ways off. I think I'm gonna have to try to shoot him from here. I don't know if I can get closer. Let's see if he stays there. I'm gonna try to lay down and use my backpack as a rest. It's 120 yards, so I'm gonna have to hold a little high. Shot high. I figured he'd drop a little bit at this range, but oh, he'd come back out. Well, I shot right in front of his face that last shot, so he's probably not gonna come back out. Which sucks, but I was shooting a lot farther high than I thought I was. At least now I know where it's hit at that distance. Not find that thing in the stupid camera. Let me make sure I got him. He stood there for long enough to let me get that camera out. God, it's a big sucker too. I ain't going hungry, I'll tell you that much. That's a big friggin' groundhog, man. Holy crap. If I could find a smaller one, that would be great. Cause that's a big daggone groundhog. I still got a little bit of time before the sun goes down. Now I have something to eat. That was stressful. That thing stood there long enough for me to shoot. I'm shaking because I'm hungry. And I was struggling. I couldn't find it in the daggone camera. And I think I had it. But I popped him that time, so I'm going to go ahead and carry him back to the truck. And then there's another spot that might contain another groundhog. Might contain a smaller one. I'd like a smaller one. If I can find a smaller one. It is pretty late in the year. At least I'm not going hungry. I'll have something to eat. Anyway, let's run back to the truck and hit a different spot. Ain't that a nice deer? That might even be bigger. Holy crap. That'd be a happening spot. Alrighty, so I just got done. I just took the front and hind quarters off of the groundhog. Add a little bit more bear grease to this pan. I'm just going to use what I had earlier in it as well. And then I took the groundhog and put it in a pot and boiled it for about 10 minutes. And it just come out, bringing it out of the pot right now. And then as soon as this hole gets hot, it's going in the. So essentially what I'm going to do is not spill this flour everywhere, but pour a decent amount into this Ziploc bag, gallon bag. And now I'm just going to add my seasonings in it. So I'm going to add, and depending on how much flour's in your bag is how much seasoning you're going to be putting in your mixtures. I just kind of eyeball it. Throw a little bit of hot shot, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of garlic pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt, and last but not least, whatever this is, blue ribbon chicken. It's pretty daggone good, whatever it is. Then I'll just close it up, shake this bag around. Oil's hot and ready. And I'll grab a piece of this groundhog, toss it in there. And since this is on the bone, you want to be if you're doing this way, you want to be a little bit more careful as you're shaking it up, because if the bones can pop a hole. So you don't want to shake too vigorously. Dunk that thing right to the grease. Dunk this one right to the grease. And drop these down in the grease. Let them fry. It's about ready. Everything's just about done. As soon as they get done, I'm gonna pop them out of the skillet and onto the plate. And we're gonna get ready to eat. I'm gonna grab a piece and try a bite. See if it's any good. See if it's how I remember it. I don't know where to bite because this is still piping hot, but ouch. Yeah, it's still pretty hot. I'm gonna smack the teeth. Ow. That's hot. I got a little bit there, but that instantly burnt my teeth as I sunk my teeth into it. Although my taste buds are gone, Still was pretty good. It's a little tough, but I mean, it's a huge groundhog, so I didn't figure it'd be too tender. But I can eat this, and all I gotta do is make it to the morning without eating anything else, and we've succeeded. So that's kind of hard when there's cereal right here, and I have cookies and all kinds of like ice cream and stuff in the freezer. I've been thinking about it all day, but we eat this, then in the morning I can have any cereal I want or anything. So anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy this. If you haven't already and you like the video, leave a like and subscribe, you know, helps out a lot. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning to let you know if I completed it or not. Alright, well, it is the morning, and I didn't eat nothing else, so all I had was squirrel and groundhog all day. And honestly, it wasn't too bad, especially the squirrel. Groundhog was a little tough, but I mean, it was still fine. I'm just glad to be eating. The hardest part was like sitting in here in the living room and having Reese's cups right in front of me, and I'm not allowed to touch it because, you know, I can't kill a Reese's cup. And then I did go to bed a little hungry, but I did stay up past 12, so, you know, I had ate at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that being said, that was fun. If you want to see me do it again, maybe, you know, going and camping back in the mountain and trying it, or maybe only being able to use a bow or something like that, just let me know, and leave in the comments any other video ideas that you want to see. If you haven't, like and subscribe, helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna go eat a bowl of cereal.